Welcome everyone to Suffering the Asahi Linux Apple proprietary Silicon Live here on our things self-harming channel. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this here the most. So I deleted all the old Asahi things and 46, how did this change in terms of also who wants that playing along at home? I'm painfully reminded why I've not done this for 4 years. I'm not enjoying it. So we have 43. Okay, that's even. Okay, 4 seconds. Oh, it's even no some loaded. Yeah, okay, YOLO. The good news is I could get X to work, so our Mazer stuff works. It's like, why does it emergency like thing? Emergency battery notification status. Okay, whatever, I guess. Okay, boomer. So I still even that couldn't boot. As you see, so that's the latest Asahi install, Fedora Minimal, which obviously I don't enjoy at all. The T2 build from yesterday still doesn't build the same. EFI does boot EFI. Yay. So the question is, how do we get the firmware? There is so much crap to work on. Like okay, did we build this twice? ARM64, that's from yesterday. Did this work? That worked. That should be 16K, but actually is it? The question is, do we run a full auto reconf path? Welcome everyone. Any luck? Any luck? Not really the most. Also, I obviously didn't work full time on that. It's only the next day. Okay, that enables then apparently. I'm probably not adding M4, M5. Like, I don't like this kind of suffering. It's I have full distribution to run. Like, I find this already time wasting. Like, I'm not enjoying this. It's only for those people who keep begging me here. Actually, do most people watch here with AI things? It's not even like, if I'm not live streaming this, then it's not even the most visually pleasing things here. By the way, performance-wise, where precisely, hello, where precisely is this old thing standing in terms of not just you, excuse me. Oh wait, yeah, so yesterday it was slightly faster, and the question is, where is this? Desktop, Qualcomm, dev kit thing. Cloud code M4, M5. Yeah, the thing is, for that we need to first reverse engineer that, right? The problem is not code, the problem is reverse engineering those changing details. Yeah, so this Qualcomm X1 Elite thing, sure, that's some years newer, but the performance is actually I scrolled that away. Okay, 43. So the best time was probably 4:32. Yeah, so Qualcomm Elite is slightly faster, like at least in the dev kit. Low-level stuff is giving me projects, getting to know it, very good at HTML. What do you mean extremely low level? Very low, very low. It would be a USB-C display and Thunderbolt. Again, the thing is reverse engineering all this stuff, right? Certainly Hector Martin had all the infrastructure. So basically this is only efficient if you have a hypervisor. And like I've seen years ago how Hector Martin did it, basically the modern way of hypervising, like running macOS and hypervisor and IOMMU logging all the things. Like this is not a small feat, right? Like I've no time for that kind of things. I run an OS business, not a reverse engineering Apple Silicon business. The thing here is this. So in my boot, actually, I could upload that. The reason I reinstalled this Fedora stuff because yesterday we learned that maybe they changed according to AI. Oh, here's some piano. What's okay, can like that. Instagram. This is how procrastination, by the way, works. You do shit and you see two beautiful women playing piano, like. So here's some. Also, like, I'm not impressed by Fedora stuff. Like, it's like the default font is unreadable. I mean, 8 by 16 pixels and shit. Is like, yeah. Also, still should clean my display more. So posting that to Instagram for you following along at home. That is a state basically the same as yesterday. We should figure that out. What changed is the newer with the newer kernel, with the newer Fedora kernel. Now I could test our Mesa 3D stuff works. So that's at least progress. 3 minutes advertisement, didn't get comment from about USB. Oh gosh, then you need to, like, why did you get advertisements? Prime? Like, do you need to subscribe differently than Prime? I cannot repeat everything. The thing is, I said it's not a small feat that you only efficiently reverse engineer if you have a really good hypervisor MMIO debugging thing. This is not a small feat. So that is how far our boot goes, which is not far, and then I don't have keyboard. We should tackle here some of those issues. The irony is that 4 years ago, when Asahi was new, this was working. So Apple Dart probe failed with what is error minus Linux kernel error. I should actually know about. Yeah, what numbers? Do we have a number? Give me numeric number, man. Can I have a number? Do I really need AI summary? Invalid argument. Yeah, that's of course not very helpful if you we probably need IOMMU. The problem is I cannot fully see that here. Apple Dart progress driver failed. Cool. Mac SMC failed to locate OF node. I wonder if the issue is just missing device tree or stuff. How do they load that here? Or wait, is it ours? Oh, that's ours. Oh wait, it's even here. Wronger, the wrongest. Children. So, IEEE Unicode. Do they do like holy shit, man? Or do they actually do they not say they pass the device tree from? Actually, they say they pass the device tree from U-boot. Maybe it's missing some. But given that we are that, wait, what? Oh no, that's the init.rd. That's actually the init.rd. Oh, that's actually, wait a second. Is this today? But here's also PCIe probe failed, but PCIe. Yeah, all proprietary stuff, amazing, right? Just works, it is amazing. But it tried to mount NVMe. The problem, is this the one from today? It must be though. But the problem is if I, did I even set a password yet? Even if that would boot. I think I didn't probably set anything. Oh wait, maybe it was password, but YOLO. Oof. Yeah, this is kind of worse than working with Raspberry Pi stuff, especially as the edit compile cycle here is slower. But it appears it mounted. So the problem is here PCIe 9 is wrong. But the problem is also that I didn't have keyboard. Keyboard on the thing is some SPI. Where is keyboard? Sound card, mice, virtual, SPI master, SOC, SOC. Why is this named SOC 39 B1C stuff? Magic mouse? What the heck is that even? Caps Lock Compose Color. Apple, HID Apple. Yeah, the problem is we need to evaluate every curse detail we need to evaluate here. Why has nobody done that with T2 Linux ever? I think some Apple we include. The question is what SPI master is this? SOC SMC input. That's some SPI thing. Maybe it needs some regulator though. And what is the other thing? Oh, that are quite some. Holy crap, chipmunk things of modern Kirsten things. Here are drivers, Apple mailbox. Is it in the question is which is in the init already and which aren't? Which physical is that? Physical Apple ATC. There's also Apple SPI. This is what I don't understand, right? Those people, like some things they name I2C stuff and others they name Apple dash stuff. It's the problem is I'm getting so old for this. We need young people doing this. I don't know. Claude makes the shit work. The funny thing is, with AI, more people watch. Which little bro me? Watchdog timer, PCIe Apple, NVMe Apple, HID Apple, SPI HID Apple. Okay, there is no Apple. The question is, as usual, okay, we don't need audio, I hope, but what's with I2C? The question is, oh man. Maybe it's built in. The thing is, I don't know which precisely. There's also Apple GPIO pin control. Do we add all Apple GPIO pin control things? Maybe like that is missing. Apple Mailbox and yeah, who doesn't like who's volunteering, right? Who wants to use that? Who's volunteering? Still the question is, what's with the firmware? Okay, let's check what okay, we check the watchdog timer for some crazy. Okay, maybe we take a watchdog timer. Okay, also the GPIO pin control stuff ain't there. What bug? The Apple Silicon bug, or the bug of supporting Apple Silicon things. Not everything we work on is a bug. A lot of things are also like implementation things of wanting to support that, right? Clock Apple NCO, SOC Apple, ADMAC SIO, Apple here MHID, here is HID Apple, Max Apple Display Crossbar, eFuses, PVM Apple. I mean, maybe it is built in. Maybe the GPIO thing is built in. Did I even choose the 16K? No, I probably didn't. Hey, it's Apple Talk. Yay, Apple Talk. Oh man. The problem is that the edit compile round trip time here is so horrendous. What makes me wonder a little bit is that it looks like NVMe mount here succeeded. The question is, what of this stuff is initRD? Which of the stuff is Fire firmware? I mean, now that we have boot, actually we could natively build some things actually. Oh, we don't have that because it's a live build. That's unfortunate. Does this, by the way, work? Any controls? There's Mac audio. High power. High power. Greetings to Indonesia. But if we get this, I mean, not if we get everything to work, we are already 90% there. Which ironically, we have been there since 5 years. We have been 90% there. You want this integrated in web installer stuff, right? Oh, excuse me, this weather. What did ChatGPT think yesterday? Where the firmware is coming from now? I mean, yeah, normally you're reading the documentation, right? Yeah. They say what? They say CPIO prepend. Shift early init rather than inventing a custom kernel firmware provider. The preferred is early init RD vendor firmware. Early init RD vendor firmwares. Actually, I didn't check even, so that's also why I reinstalled today. So that's the latest Asahi. That is now, they have now two. They have CPIO and tar. Wonderful, the future is now. Okay, that changed. Yesterday I actually saw the name also changed. So 2 years ago it was all underscore firmware, now it's just firmware. And so grab early init RD things. The less completely standard firmware loading would still before probing bootloader things chosen. So this lets completely standard kernel firmware loading work. So here's vendor. Oh look. Oh look. Oh, there is some vendor firmware. Vendor firmware. What the heck? Vendor firmware. Oh, that's misleading. That's just tempfs. Yeah, that's just tempfs. What ChatGPT have learned that the current things is not a person's things. Instead, it's created every boot by the init as populated and then used by the standard firmware loader from CPIO, mkdir, mount, copy or extract. That is pretty. You know what we could copy? So as we need to implement the stupidity already for Apple Silicon, I think it would. This basically solves our issue with Qualcomm. So that is the thing with T2 Linux, right? We do it right. I mean, whether this is right, nah. I mean, that's the best they could come up with in 5 years. Congratulations to this courseness. But like then at least we could reuse the mechanism for X1 Elite fallback if they did not preload it. The init reads things, device tree, locates, mount, ESP, opens. I mean, it can only open that if it has NVMe working. if the bootloader, I'm not even sure that's accurate. The init ramfs is extracted to mount tempfs. The thing is, I don't have working keyboard. I cannot search configured firmware path in other Asahi systems is made available specifically, so these reserves vendor supplied when appropriated. OS platform instability, layout and boot, APFS container, mini stage 2 grub, root boot etc, rationale, why would one APFS between Malta, even Mac OS, there isn't much of a point things saying boot overview, parses things, chain load, the loaded instance, raw binary blob, things, parse FTT initializes a keyword for input, yay. Grub run things, present user with a boot menu, jumps to the kernel menu or first stage bootstrap things, purpose of bridge between boot, grub, boot scheme, holy shit, blah blah blah, story, boomers tell wartime stories from the Apple Silicon Wars. Firmware, Apple relay number of firmware things. We propose a vendor firmware mechanism to pass those blobs onto the booted node that is currently hacked in the installer to dump out the firmware raw to the another place in the script will go away once the extractions are done intended temporary ad hoc. Currently those blocks are packaged Broadcom full Mac, Broadcom Bluetooth as Media XH. I think this is only sometimes one port, it's not all ports, I think. MTP multitouch, M2 machines, those things yet packaged, Apple VD Code, Cortex M3 firmware, Broadcom full Mac vendor. The StubOS installer collectible platform firmware from IPSV and packaged as a CPIO, the firmware things, vendor things, manifest text file things. The CPIO is named firmware CPIO and placed AV system protection vendor. Initially, the bootloader should load archive directly at the archive. Should load the firmware archive directly as an early init RD, which allows the booted OS to access firmware without any race condition or complications. However, this may only be practical booting directly installed OS is not booting installers from, may not work with all bootloaders. OS should check whether the init was loaded by the bootloader. If it wasn't, should use the following algorithm. For Linux, we propose a patch to add vendor to the Linux loaded path list. This allows us to keep vendor firmware separated from distro managed firmware. Means it can live as a tempfs or other amount separated from the root file system, which could then be immutable. Also, override Linux firmware necessary should then ship vendor f firmware symlink vendor firmware to allow the kernel to load early loaded firmware directly. The thing is, I don't have early boot output nor keyboard. There is no vendor firmware. Must be built as module, that's what I like anyway. Possible they should have their bootloader directly load the CPIO, however it might be difficult. External boot scenario things into the things, yada yada. Firmware must be located and loaded before UDEF starts. This is because UDEF can arbitrarily cause modules to load and things and probe PCI devices, yada yada. It must be then forward this firmware final root file. Record the init ramfs. Mount tempfs on under the target root of S3 and copy the firmware there as an example. This can be found. Direct CPIO can be accomplished with stock grub. Drop early Linux stock firmware and what? Note the older version of the proposed alternative mechanism with the table and implemented updates firmware 100% was found to be error prone and insufficient when initially compatible with immutable root server and is not deprecated. Yeah, cool. Yeah. The crazy thing is I installed Asahi Linux Note 3 times, and like each time it differed significantly, didn't just work anymore. Like, so it's the third time I broke my T2 Linux things here with ever changing. The question is, okay, so what was the firmware? The firmware is XHCI. The question is, do we even need this to boot? Okay, Broadcom Wi-Fi, USB, and later doesn't even sound that mission critical to be able to boot actually. Systemd. Can't commit this yet. Kinda should do that here from Apple Silicon for efficiency reasons. Okay, Ruby, what was the other? I mean, basically, did this try to build? I think that's maybe massive. Okay, what is the Asahi Linux? So we have now the 16K thing here. Everyone came here to say hi and left my like. See you on Twitch. Amazing. Happy to see you. What I should actually do is I should fill my hydration. The problem is I need to type so much. Yeah, we need to first get this booted again, which is, so it would be a little bit easier if I had a second Mac. I don't have a second Mac here with me. For USB-C, do a debug, for DFU debug. So let's reboot that. And yes, you don't see this, I realize this. It's not really much I can do about this, I'm sorry. So yeah, the super tiny text man likes this hurts. Boah, this textual. HD0, GPT, what, 12? Maybe? No. But now we need to type, damn it, we need to type, holy shit, is this much text? Do we have control, like, holy shit, man. One thing worse than editing grub thing is editing this on this Apple keyboard. GD0, GPT12, or hot text. Like even, this is Asahi, how they can, I don't understand, man. Like even the T2 font is larger by default. Can we just road equals def nv? It doesn't help that sometimes the keyboard doesn't work. NVMe 0 and 1 P12. See everything right. 716K. Waiting for, but now it says waiting for init.id. Probe with -22. I mean, it's like, if just the keyboard would work, like if just the keyboard would work, damn it, it could smash the thing at the wall, man. The thing is, I literally can do nothing. I mean, the question is, I have a USB keyboard here. Where's my USB keyboard? I had it yesterday in my hand. Why did I put it into the drawer? USB keyboard, where are you? I had it here yesterday. Where is it now? Oh, here. Found it. Does keyboard work if I plug it? I mean, the thing is I need to bloody hub because that's USB-A and Apple doesn't like USB-A anymore. Does USB keyboard work here to diagnose some shit? No. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Okay, probably that PCIe doesn't work, it's not ideal. And probably that this Apple Dart fails. Apple Dart IO fails with probing with -22 is also not ideal, I guess. Basically everything not ideally. Basically everything broken, yay. I also like, really sure, you can always say like 25, 30 years of Linux experience not enough to make this shit work. But it's also pretty much a fail that if you just build this stuff, it fails like this. There's power. Does this look better today? Probably some grease became higher. Trim tool. You all. What is actually cool? The Asahi Linux is actually cool. Where is the one who was shouting for Asahi Linux for like forever? This Dart stuff. So how does this Fedora dmask look like? Oh damn it. weird things. What's here? NVMe. First. What's here? That's first like Apple thing. IRQ Apple. The thing is, I don't have. Oh, here's power management state. Power controller. PMU. NVMe. What's your T2 t-shirt? T2 t-shirts are here, right? Actually, I need to check if the store was complaining that there are too little sales and they want to stop it. I don't even know if this store thing here works, because there was like, man, here are T2 shirts, right? I just don't know if this is still active, because there's like too few of you fans buy their stuff. We will wind this down. So the start stuff is in there. The question is, why does it fail? But so the NVMe thing is first here. Man, I hate this. So on Instagram, huge progress. I wouldn't call this huge progress, man. Actually, you know what? What is AI thing about Apple Dart failed with error? Error were running Mac. Error were run for what? Touch bar glitching. Beware not use DTB with different Linux kernels such as Asahi. Installing Gentoo, Apple Silicon. In a temp boot manual install. Add drivers, NVMe, Apple Dart. Strap. I think we have that in the inner ID, otherwise it wouldn't work at all. No? What? Apple Dart, yes, okay, that's built in, okay. Which one of that would it be? But I think we have that too, because otherwise we wouldn't get deferred probe here. Fail to locate OF node. That's probably also not ideal. Mac SMC low GPIO. I mean, it's not impossible that I wonder if I should try again booting. What we should try booting T2 with the Fedora kernel. Oh, that didn't paste. Oh, there were updates. Date-rated updates, huh? And others. Root def NVMe 0 N1P12. Oh shit, this didn't type because def NVMe 0 N1P12. This keyboard implementation, man. Does not help that the keyboard intermittently doesn't work on the bootloader. That's fucking bloody annoying. Some of this did not work. Oh, it did work. Hey, it did work. It did work here, T2 with Fedora kernel. It's like here, things. Why does our password not work? That's funny. Why does my password not work? Oh, because it's types of Fedora password. Ah, that's. Did I not set the password? Okay, the old password works for some reason. Oh, because it did run. Maybe it did run first install. Potentially, maybe it did run. Okay, I should plug in the cable here. Wait a second. Does this Ethernet? Yeah, does Ethernet? Yes, I'm aware that you don't see much because my cables are not longer. Start plasma valent does somehow not. What does start plasma valent not want to come up? I mean, X1 does want to come up. Okay, here, Firefox on things. Okay, something is not ideal with, but that's not so much of a problem. Okay, so at least we can test things. Yeah, I mean, today we don't code. Today we only make shit work. It's not really code, but hope you enjoyed anyway. The funny thing is, people console, yes, that's console, yes. Mac here T2, finally making progress. So okay, mostly, I mean, yeah, so the worst thing is even yet to come. I think most of the things I cannot even do without a new Mac. I can neither destroy my assistant's Mac nor mine. I did realistically, of course, 10x engineering things. I should not have even have touched my production MacBook Pro. Also, did I neofetch here? Neofetch T2 or native shit mostly, except for this kernel. Do we even have? Okay, we probably even have Wi-Fi. No. Okay, Wi-Fi somehow not. Maybe because of the firmware. Probably whatever. Maldives, whatnot thing of Broadcom Maldives. That's exactly the issue. Okay, I need to figure out the irony is, again, 4 years ago this was working, like 4 years of changing and shit not working anymore. Why did we run? Did the first install stuff run? I'm not sure. Maybe we should. Maybe KDE just doesn't work because user lib. Wait, why does it only run one locale? Why? Why would it only run one locale? Max jobs 10 for locale. Oh, maybe we. Oh, but that's not really the biggest issue. Yeah, that's totally not an issue. Okay, okay, what did I do that? Did I do everything except maybe? It runs. Does it hardware SO? I think so. Yeah, Apple M1 Max things. Amazing. you guys, you know what we urgently need some more sponsorship. I hate to ask for this, but I cannot. The installation stuff I cannot ruin our company. Oh yes, yes. Yeah. So everything I needed is, by the way, is. Yeah, I need some more donations to buy some kind of like, preferably Mac Mini, like maybe with a little bit oomph to use it for T2 building then too. Because this installation stuff will be error prone, except if we ChatGPT implement all the Asahi web install things. What we could shortly do is test it if the performance is any different if we run without Fedora. Oh, yes. 7 seconds is bad. Maybe we don't run the CPU frequency governor things. Maybe Fedora did some tricks there, because 8 lure in 7 seconds is not good. Okay, basically YOLO, we don't need to waste this time. What CPU frequency scaler do we? So we have here current max Apple schedule. So it should be relatively good though. What do we have here? All schedule. But I've seen already that on the ARM thing, schedule wasn't amazing. Okay, YOLO, not the most important thing. More important, what KDE fully working. 7 seconds, it's totally not amazing. Wasn't this boot nearly complete as is build? Let me basically, I guess, make a photo for. Also, what was I just wonder, maybe we shortly run this Octane 2 and see how it runs, and then we continue. Because I'm slightly wondering, yeah, 20 years, of course, performance better. Yeah, who would have thought Octane JavaScript Bench higher performance on Apple Silicon than 20-year-old IBM G5? Okay, let me reboot because wait, what? I'm curious if KDE should come up Maybe it just didn't come up due to first boot things. I don't need to delete the boot line, I could just init has been init, let's see. Why does it say couldn't start debug? Why did this password not save? Did the first, or did I, actually journal control, what journal control thing? Configuration file, okay, that's some long-standing tradition. Uncheck buffer things off. What's that fill resolve video group thing? Wait, what video group? What? What do you mean video group? Or is that some booting, maybe booting Fedora kernel on T2 has some, I guess, YOLO. What proxies? Okay, YOLO. But this user stuff works. Why does it then say debuzz? What distro are we using? Gee, I'm so glad you asked. We run this crazy T2 Linux. This is the last distribution that only runs in everything, now coming also to Apple Silicon. What CPU is it? Apple Silicon M1 Max and the Ryzen 9950X 3D. Like, does it have Vulkan work with Apple GPU and so on? Yes, of course. On M1 and M2, I believe, yes. I think actually it's the only conforming OpenCL or whatnot and things. How far along? It's relatively full-featured on an M1, which I have, and somewhat on M2, but M3 and M4, like, Okay, how to continue from here? We need to get our kernel booting. It's a little bit, yeah, we shouldn't run the Debian cursedness there. Did we make any progress since yesterday? Well, we have it running. The question is, why does our kernel not run? So we booted T2 with also one hell of a program. I mean, right now I only YOLO stuff together, don't even program really, but thank you. Do we have, okay, the Fedora kernel we don't have here. Oof. What's wrong with the way? Okay, the vendor kernel is not even here. Oh, you don't see what you're typing? Oh, because it's not in tmarks. Oh, sorry. We can tmark that too. And this is elegantly solved. So why is performance so normally what we should do is we should make it boot. Okay, let's first see what happens. I don't know what their Fedora. I mean, the thing is, this Fedora, this Asahi Fedora remix is of course tweaked in a way that the Asahi developers found it to work the best. Sorry, too long, I would say. 7 seconds is not particularly amazing. I mean, we could let it run though. The fastest thing to test is an official. Why should I use curse stuff when all I need is a shell? Of course, I'm a 10x user, not a helpless user. Okay, that's a little bit maybe better. we doing, man? We're developing a Linux distribution. Parallel mflags. Und yesterday glib CMake fell in. I don't know, it works just fine with, like, what's the problem with make-j4? Looks pretty parallel in T2 Linux to me so far. Let's test our Octane benchmark things. Obviously way higher than G5 was incomplete now, so how much faster? Faster. Little bit faster than G5. Things have come a long way in 20 years. The most pointless news, like, yeah, we get nothing, but yeah, they want to remove a file. So things. How do we figure out this kernel thing? Serial UART, what serial console would help? Theoretically, having this install fully supported could potentially be as simple as reusing all of their stuff. Where's device support, man? Here. Thunderbolt, DP old, video decoder. PCI, what is GE? CPU idle nodes, video encoder. Neural engine out of 3 nodes. Air stuff, Mac Mini. These are the only M2 things? Ah, here's Ultra. Mac Studio things, Mac Pro things. I don't even remember what Mac Pro, what is even the Mac Pro? I don't even know what the Mac Pro is. Is it, do they still have a cheese grater? Or it's discontinued and they don't even have it anymore. Is this one here? No, that's Xeon. Okay, I guess that's not a thing anymore. Oh, that thing. That thing that existed. Wow. Okay, how do we tackle this boot thing? That should potentially be be easy. Problem is I just svn-upped on my server and have a state where Linux kernel patches don't apply again. Yeah, but rubbish bin is not Apple Silicon. Of course I know that. So if you will more speed compile and inline. Patrick, oh my god. I'm not sure if I ever had an issue with supplying -J4. What's wrong with make -J4? Does it not just work? Ironically, right now, I know if there's issues at is not here. That's was it enough? Maybe not. The problem is maybe if because our T2 Linux is too good, we now change to we auto change to okay, magic mouse. Because the problem is I don't see what's going wrong there. Oh wait, CPU idle situation. That was interesting. Since power manager is functional ARM, I think we read this yesterday. I said that here. Apple reverse engineered Linux driver for neural engine. Doc things should move into tree zone. Please don't look. Lab user space. Python things. Here you can do AI on Apple Silicon. Right, this was also incompatible. We could div. Where is Fedora living? Fedora should be probably P9. Why is here no boot? Oh wait, was there? No, there is no. Ach, damn. Where did they put boot files? Stupid Fedora shit. Apple stuff, Linux stuff, where would they put boot things? Apple Silicon Recovery 11.10. Oh, what is I wanted to div the care config. I mean, we could try to mount them all. Wait, there are other namespaces? Why is there N2 and N3? Holy crap. Better FS. Fedora boot. Okay, Boomer. Config div their conf or div our config. To their config. And of course, everything changes. It's not yet fully booting. Thank you so much for the super thing there, for the super. It was already, actually, I had it more working 4 years ago. So when this Asahi Linux was super new, in retrospect, yeah, I only had the whole distribution domain name. In retrospect, I should have always, lost so many lost opportunities just because I don't have more time. But we have the issue. Oh look, they built this in here. PCIe built in for. Do we have Apple PCIe? Our kernel does start to boot, but it errors out. Again, ironically, I had this more working a while ago, but we are still working on this. Also, what we need to do next is integrate installer, like web installer things. The thing is, I have a bit of a hard time debugging things here because I don't see enough details of what's going wrong. So the main thing here is Apple PCIe built in. I2C Apple is built in. What did I diff from? From ours to from ours to theirs. Yeah, they have PCA built in. Ironically, they have I2C Apple as module, which I would actually prefer. Okay, this pin control stuff, I would actually prefer this as a module too. Media platform, why is this? Why is this diffing here completely? Config backlight Apple TW is not set in. That's HID. The problem is also I don't even have keyboard. That is funny. They have this as module. I have it built in. Our thing here is not working. Their thing is working. They have Apple tunable. Wait, Power Manager MISC is not set. That's funny. Okay, let's make some config changes. If this will magically fix something, I don't know. Architecture ARM64 Linux Apple. What was Dart? Actually, was it not? I mean, should we document that here for? But then we probably need to put it into the init.rd. Mailbox RT. Here's power stay, we had that there. Perf SMCI, what's here? SMC perf domain. Power domain, that's funnily STM perf domain power off. Might not be the most significant, but we certainly could change that. I'm not really sure if this will be too significant, but oh, PMU, but it's probably not boot. Okay, somehow they built in USB 4, but that's something I don't really, I mean, unless it's only fake option. That was that. How is progress? Progress is slow. I'm not enjoying this kinda. This probably this probably doesn't change anything really. Wait, but like this, we just changed some. Okay, I mean we could rebuild the image already later. Build and work a bit more. I mean, it built for me, it just didn't work. Funny things. I guess YOLO. The unfortunate thing is we need to wait quite a bit for rebuild. Okay, Linux. ChatGPT, how to select. It's probably font equals something. Yeah, I've selected you. Boot kernel command line are here. Most load from config file, for example. No. Do call kernel command line, man. This one, some useful rfbconf font. Maybe the question is use wire corresponding font is built in wire tier 16. So I would want, we could try that while this is building anyway. Where's the grub config here? Holy shit, is this much code again? Is it where is it coming from? I'm not digging this here. Is it this one? I hate other Linux distributions. Ah, here is things. Search things, kmod things, here things. Okay, better not touch it, not to have this totally not booting. Don't tell me I did SVN up again. Okay, while this is building, yeah, we definitely have too many cursed ways to build Linux. Boot Linux. We have way too different cursed things to boot Linux. Doesn't support what? Basically YOLO. Patch welcome. Malloc for what? Where it is. At least this topic is into the direction that we anyway need to do embedded board things. Some random things here. It's, yeah, probably maybe autoconf, but YOLO. So the question is, will it magically just work more? I mean, sometimes it is. That's the thing with this built-in versus modular. Sometimes this Linux kernel drivers only like magically work better with built-in versus modular. Things. What is even my local octane? Some of my this build's browser ain't perfect. Let's see, is it perfect enough because eBay crashes? Also, so this benchmark is apples and oranges because I'm live streaming OBS from this. So a OBS streaming Intel thing has, so I think I combined this 51. Oh shit. Then I have this combining thing. Lost this. Oh, wonderful. Prototype screenshot first, more tiddly filling second. So it was what, 53? 51? Yeah, it's not far off so much to Apple Silicon Superior. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, I never didn't quite pretend like this is like Apple Silicon so much better. Is like, yeah. I mean, the ThinkPad is slightly newer, but what even was the T2 build time for this? T2, yes, that was not the most precise. I don't, yes, I could run Neo fetch or other things. That's portable, mobile. Lenovo X2 1 Gen 9. Oh look, Lua Fast. Bin utils not amazing. That's funny. But that's also old with gold. That's a funny time. Might actually be thermal throttling after a while. Because that's way slower, that's twice as slow as Apple Silicon M1 Max. Duo build faster. Could make a coffee in that time. What's it here? ChatGPT, that is. I mean, not to forget OBS is running in the background. So, it's coffee time. Need a coffee. What time is it? 17. Still building. Okay, systemd and stuff. Oof. Main minor update. Wait, it's not selected. Should this not be? How is this not selected? Should this not be systemd based soon? dmpex/ what fuzz in things no such what. Move things, swap things. They did something to this. Some of this test was actually Dewey. I don't even remember what was on this with this test. Maybe the test was failing. What's the difference between 2 and T2? None. Just styling, marketing styling. Oh shit! We run out of time to order. What day do we have? 22nd or stuff? 24th. Oh, we need to order stickers. At the end of the day, I also need to do stickers. Why am I so overworked? Why am I so burned out and overworked? Oops, I think I selected this wrong. Wait, what if I don't know? Press too much control up and stuff. There. How does this take so long, except we built it twice now? Yeah, we need to do some... Stop using it. Didn't even use AI today. Girl. Stop whining about things we didn't even do today. Going to make it install script macros the other way for booting it. Unfortunately, there we have to. There is no other way to. There is hardly another way to. We need to especially Snowflake bless it for macOS and especially boot security stuff. Unlock it. It basically should. So that so much cursed stuff, we should mostly reuse the Asahi Linux install stuff and just add their T2 Linux, basically replace whatever that's too much low level cursedness to I mean, yeah, we are not going to just rewrite that. That's there. It makes no sense to not reuse this. I have no wish to relive this ever-changing hell. We need, by the way, is Trap even here? Trap. Yeah, especially with this cursed Apple stuff, with this people putting thousands of hours in getting this stuff working. So this will just swapping the Fedora stuff with our stuff. Command Mason things of BPF things. Git setup, fallen web clang version, fail, Ginger 2, things, elf tools, holy shit. I guess we could commit it and hope for the best. Minor, is this even minor? It should be kind of somewhat minor. Hello everyone. The first part, hello already. Do we even have battery sensing stuff here? There is stuff, yes. Mac SMC AC. I mean, AC is also YOLO. Mains. Things online. What is this thing here? It's also degrading already, Cycle Control 98. So the DI I saw on macOS already. I mean, yeah, using it 5 months. Was it 5 months, 5 years? Is it getting 5 years old already, man? Design. Energy, full energy now, 55 of. Yeah, using it mostly on charge counter. Guys, please enable the Linux kernel to run GPU Linux kernel execute code. What? Please enable the ability in the Linux kernel to write GPU code as a Linux kernel module execute kernel. Tight integration of elements into the Linux kernel. Oof. You could theoretically do that already if you very much needed to. Here, we're done. The question is with this init.rd thing, I2C Apple. Do we have like I2C Apple? Because maybe not. I don't have high hopes that this just randomly fixes something. I mean, what I sometimes did in the past, I just built their kconfig to rule out that it's just a kconfig thing. Okay, there's not even that much Apple stuff. Except Apple Talk, thank you very much. You know what we could do for a test? We could match any Apple and add any Apple in there. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Connor, Green Devil. But there is no I2C, is there? This didn't even change much. Maybe even. No, that is actually a module. Where is this module? Is there some SPI Apple? Not really the most, very small. Let's pack all Apple things into the init.rd for test. Let's like here of eApple and everything matching. Apple. Does this arch prefix even work like? Just need SSD workend. Where are we? 7014 16K. What did we arch prefix? Oof. Dash A, dash A. Ach, damn it. Arch prefix, yes. What option did I? Dash A. What did I? What does it not like? Oh, that's empty. Ah, yeah. I mean, the question is, what did we skip due to firmware? QLL needs firmware advances. Some things here need firmware. Do we skip any Apple things? Firmware. RTL. T3, I mean, that's a little bit, nah. Could actually, yeah, that's all not ideal. Maybe it's even optional, probably it's optional. Okay, YOLO. This is not the IP. Maybe a randomized private IP. Oops. Media, it's directly here now. Okay. You have two left eyes. I'm also not sure if it's good to disclose such personal details here, but you're welcome. Why he works on Asahi Linux? because T2 Linux needs to support all the architectures, and people were begging me here. The funny thing is, is it difficult for beginners to overcome limitations that Linux kernel has? Which limitations? Many new people do. No, executing GPU code inside Linux kernel is not a feature that's to be desired. Stop wanting to put everything into the Linux kernel. Nothing good will come from this. I don't give this the highest hopes, but let's see what happens. Only one way to find out, right? Why is this so slow, by the way? What's internet doing? I don't give it a high hope here, but let's see what happens. Yeah, chances of this being better are 0, but if this doesn't work, I should stop closing. I should try to use another font that is readable. So what did we want? Oh shit, this is so unreadable. What are those people thinking, man? The best Asahi support, barely readable grub shit, man. I hate this so much. HD0, GPT, what did we have, 12? Boot, VM Linux 7, 14. Actually, we could directly. I don't trust that this works at all. We could, if this hallucinated vibe shit here is correct. Yeah, if you, like AI, like if you work on T2 Asahi Linux, the desired PSF thing and font, like, do I want to read my boot messages, man? Shit AI thing of yeah. FB con font, maybe, if that's correct, and then we want 16 by 8, if that's a font name. If that's a font name, I don't know. So root equals def nvme0 n1. Shit, I pressed escape. Oh damn, this stuff makes me passively actively aggressive. I need to type all this shit again. There should be a special place in hell for people writing such boot code here. Wait, 12, why did I type 16? That's frustrating. How can open source people create such a garbage boot infrastructure, man? Ah, damn. Boot. Oh man. It's like literally torture here. That's to type everything again. Ah, fbcon. Oh, and it didn't type because how can they ship this for years with keyboard bug of can't type this, man? Font 16 by 8 maybe. Root dev nvme 0 and 1p12. Oh shit. Keyboard did again not type. 17 init rd. Oh. So HD GPT 714 16K fbcon font root dev. Maybe make a photo in case. Is there anything else? So close best. Okay, the font. Oh, holy shit! The font didn't work, but it booted. So yeah, thank you. It's like AI, you recommendations is always bullshit. But we booted. Man, we booted. Something magically fixed something, maybe including all Apple modules. Dude, my display is so dirty, this triggers me. The thing is, cleaning this here live with spitting on an Apple display. The thing is, I nearly never use this Apple thing mobilely. It's like it's a little bit of a waste. Nearly exclusively use it on my work desk. Barely even move it. And this display gets so dirty from clothing it with all the finger grease on the keys because Apple cannot have a half a mil. So there is hope. Let's make T2 the best. Like, yeah, probably I said 4 years ago we should make this the best supported, but then everything was a curse. It's like, yeah, I need to literally clean this display here a bit because, like, holy shit, is this smeared. Damn it. Here, new screenshot. A little bit less smeared. Still a little bit smeared. Can we like... Booted. Do we have like Ethernet? If you plug this in, which probably we should have done a while ago. AOC curl primary, Mac audio sound can't create primary. What is the password? Someone password reset again. There's something running first boot for. Oh, maybe because this first boot still not run, and because we didn't run this read write. Oh, it's so annoying. I mean, maybe that is why. Maybe that is why dbus ain't fully permission denied. That's his first boot stuff runner. Or, oh, maybe it runs. But Schutz is not. Why does? Yeah, we have Ethernet. I mean, now that we have this kind of working, not really sure why KE doesn't work like this. Oh look, that's XDG. XDG is the runtime. Why is that? How did I install that? How did I? That's somehow annoying, but also not the most important right now. T2 Linux with a readable font. Better than Asahi Linux. You can actually read the font. Oh, why is it? Did I? Yeah, because there's like something. Why did we lose this? I don't understand. What's going on here? I hope the root config is enabled, not that we. It's probably not as full featured because I saw there's some more errors than I saw. There's some sound things not happy or stuff. Pending due to ISP. Some random crap as usual. Do we have frame buffer? Okay, we have Apple there. Do we still have the T thing? So that's T2 kernel now. 7 of 14. That's newer than Asahi Linux. Yeah, we need so we need to make T2 polished and work totally amazing. Have attracted software developers with little, and those people join things would have to be such heavy load all by themselves. What? Writing from within Linux kernel. You don't want to write inside the Linux kernel. Like you don't. You want to use stable. What you're saying? Have attracted software developers with little Linux experience. With little Linux experience, you do not want to write in kernel. Don't do anything in kernel. Do stuff in user space. Do you know Linus Torvalds once liked Ubuntu? I don't care. I only care when Linus Torvalds finally switches to T2 Linux. I only know T2 Linux. Okay, here we need Instagram, or it didn't happen. Maybe we should start posting to TikTok, man. So things, did I not clean that enough? Wait, what? Wait, I made a second, this one? Wait, that got so bright. I made it less bright, oh damn it. Always things here. Yo, that's still not clean enough. How can a bloody display be so dirty, especially under bright light conditions? Where is here edit? What's the performance like? Lure in 5 seconds. Brightness, how can we fix this? With brightness? Edit, adjust. Damn it. Edit, brightness, minus, done things. So you all, at least some progress, didn't even expect this to have any at all. 42, yeah. What was the performance? So is T2 performance better than Asahi? Because it's LVM Klang LT old. So that's 43. Is it about as best performance that way? So post on social media, it didn't happen. Finally you get something for your money. What do you think about Rust? Rust not good. It's not controversial. It's uncontroversial that Rust and Cargo are not good. People just don't know coding enough, or have hidden agendas, or are paid by the Rust overload things. FFmpeg. Oh wait, what? How many? Wait, what? Oh holy, what have you done here? 64 gram things. Oh holy. That looks like a lot of work for someone to do. Thank you for your contributions. Actually, two here, right? What did we have before? 43, 32, 43, what? Hey, T2 kernel slightly faster. 43, 32. T2 kernel faster than Asahi. Stop the press. Don't delay, switch to faster. Just like we knew what we were doing for years already. So things, yes, you want to see that more. TMAC things. So we only, yeah, obviously that's just the first 10% we are up to latest. You worked hard, yes, many changes. So I don't know what randomly made it work, like maybe adding all Apple things to, that's certainly not how we kind of should ship it. There's way more like this. This was only the first 10% of prototyping. We need to integrate Asahi web install thing, like all the curs making stuff enable things. We need to actually integrate their patches, so like we need to rebase them because we cannot ship slightly old kernel just because they didn't get their patches done. We need to delete the T2 patches that overlap and fix Raspberry Pi applying in parallel, which is about the Broadcom thing. I guess what we will do is we will delete the Broadcom from Raspberry Pi, because basically, I mean maybe it's the identical thing, I don't know. Like the best thing would be to Claude review what the changes. Will install. Yeah, it's not yet installable, right? Having thing EGL patches, composition works in the correct way. I will post when location starts. So that's amazing. Yeah, until you can install this, it will be still some more days. By the way, the one thing I wanted to do is ask Claude to fix x32 here. But that failed randomly for other things. So that's a little bit annoying. Actually, Qt6 base. I think Qt6 base failed. Oh, darn. That's a super annoying thing. You all also network manager failed for. Actually, I had seen that. So I don't really care. This also needs to like basically Claude fix this random thing. I mean, theoretically, actually, you know what? This will not have KDE things built. Oh, damn it. Yeah, Qt6 build also. Basically, so this is totally. I need to find a way. I had this for other things already. Serve. What did I even do for lib? Did I? Wait, what did it even want? Or maybe I just touched it to make the shit happy. You cannot make what did it want? Double conversions? Can't make this shit up. Claude fix this shit for real. Where's Trap even? Skazi, how are you doing, sir? Hope you have an as phenomenal day as we have. Don't, because you can't install back what? Why, what do you mean you cannot install back to macOS? Of course, you can dual boot. What's your problem? You just hold the power button and choose macOS. What's your problem? What false, what fake news do you spread here? libmdc stuff. We need to patch this. It's of course totally not the right thing here. I just want results. Also, macOS is actually increasingly not the best OS anymore. Yeah, we need to make T2 simply the best Linux. Or did I not even add text here? That's of course not ideal. Apple Silicon things, you know what? We could actually install some things in parallel, although actually the best thing here kinda the way I should, because I don't know what I messed up here. Maybe I arsened somehow the wrong. Actually, if I build a new rootfs, I can because something is strange with this first boot stuff and things. Jesus, this is better as we can simply simply. Seven stuff. $14. Because I would like to see KDE today. I have this file. So boot here. So if we boot this with overlay, so there's a root FS here should be, then we get MNT and work and overlay, right? And overlay. Actually, we could even move users serve T2 into the overlay. Wait, what overlay, of course. What's up, little one?
And when you're going down,
Why, what's up?
because we are back already.
What do you mean walking? Did you not take the tramway?
Yeah, but we have walked to the tramway. I have. How long? So long we were outside.
T2 is not yet fully ready for M1, M2, but getting more ready. I need to work a little bit more. Can you build some Lego?
I'm not fall down. I've got me with my.
Do you want to drink something? Do you drink enough? Some water?
I don't think so.
Can I help you?
No. I know how to do it.
Yeah? Which water would you like to take?
Omen will take
things I wanted to should this potentially mini pure or what? Next work on probably GNOME order to install dependencies and work on everything step by step. That's amazing. I mean, GNOME should kind of mostly work. That's mostly done. Actually, yeah, okay, let's rebuild, let's reboot. Here's 6. So reboot here, huh? Oh look, upstream. Everything, what do you do?
I'm building something huge.
Very good. The huger, the better. So edit. Ah, holy shit, this typing, this is destroying my eyes, man. HD 0, oh man, this GPT 12. This timing related things here of keyboard not working. boot, then boot, init rd things 14. Actually, I could actually delete all of that here, right? So Linux 7.14 root equals def nvme 0 and 1 p12, right? ht0 gpt things. Then we need read write and overlay equals root fs squash fs. Is that what we needed? How do I boot on my ThinkPad? Or actually, Lenovo ThinkPads that they never wanted to have back. Thank you very much again. Appreciate that. What is too many key bindings, man? I boot with full disk encryption, read write resume, overlay root fs squash fs, yes. Because like this I could later swap the root fs nvme 0 and 1 p12 overlay root. Okay, I guess control x could read write overlay. Wait, this didn't, but we have keyboard. Why does this not work? So this, okay, we have keyboard for, okay, we have keyboard. At least that's something here. It's for init rd was. But why did this here Apple Dart probe with failed with error -22? NVM12 overlay failed to resolve overlay, MNT0 overlay. Mounting none failed, no such. Doesn't access. Why does this not? Now we can scroll a little bit. Power management state always on. Main ATC3 is not on at boot.
Are you sure you know where's this train?
No, I don't know where this is train.
You've thrown it into the waste.
Did you?
This was Mama.
Why?
I know, man. It wasn't. I don't know.
Did you break it too much?
Maybe I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, when you were more little, you often disassembled and broke stuff.
That one I've broken.
Yeah, you got it. When did you get it? When you were 3 or so?
I was 1.
No, not when you were 1.
2?
2?
Yes.
3?
I think 2.
What is this? ELVC Dart, but nothing touching too much here. MKD read only mounting MKD read only file system failed to resolve overlay failed to resolve MNT0 overlay.
Yeah, we need a chair.
Yeah, but carefully, there's what do you do? You just want to sit somewhere?
I want to sit and do this what I've broken.
Do you get through there or?
Yes.
A little bit careful with this fancy stools.
It's fancy stools.
That's a little bit disappointing. What do we do for overlay? Did I recently break that? How did I precisely boot? Cat proc command line rebooted with. Oh.
A third question. This is the danger who has stolen this golden robot that stolen.
T2 dangerous what?
Here.
Stone.
Was this in this movie? This guy has stolen this repeat robot here.
You're a very careful observer.
Is that
we need to watch the movie. I don't remember precisely.
I want to know it. We need to sometimes watch a movie when I'm sleeping.
I vaguely remember that there was still an issue with each time each bug I don't fix instantly.
Drück N zu mich in.
Maybe what did I change here? Do I even run the latest version?
Yeah. Can you move a little bit?
No, I cannot move a little bit.
Man. On the floor maybe I need to do.
Yeah, Claude fix all code passes here. MNT. That's unfortunate. I guess that's what I get for not fixing that earlier. How did I install this mount overlay and copy it out of there? Hey.
Ready?
Yeah.
Can you find for me this kind of a piece that is
No. I'm working, I'm earning money, and this is what do you want to reassemble it? Very well. But here is also maybe in the other room, right? And pro tip, but have you seen here is... Have you seen that here is more, right? There. Here. Maybe you... Hey. Maybe you take all the stones. Are there the stones that you're missing? The bricks. You know, it would really help if you do not disassemble your Lego all over the apartment.
Found them.
You found it? Wonderful. Yeah, I guess my task tonight will be to fix this overlay stuff to just work. So I did this to work for my server use case, but I broke it for my desktop use case. It's of course not ideal. So let's do that one more time without... What's the overlay HD0?
Warum ist das ist ein Aufkleber?
Why? What? Where did you... Wo hast du das her? Wann?
Habe vorher gefunden. Das war hier drauf.
Wo kommt der her? Der musst du nicht abmachen.
Nein, gib mir.
Warum? Ich will ihn gerade nirgendwo.
Ich möchte das auch draufkleben.
Ja, lass den doch mal. Where's the Star Wars sticker from? Where did it even come from?
From me.
From you.
I found it.
You found it? Where did you find it? Where did you find it?
Laying here.
Oh, maybe this was from this. What did you do with this paper robot that we can glue together? Nothing? You remember when your aunt gave me this Revell, this paper carton Star Wars robot to glue together? Where is it?
In the trunk?
It's still in the...
Yeah. What, you want to do it tomorrow?
Yeah, we can do it now, soon, tomorrow. I was only wondering if why you were alone, whether you took it out already. And
I wanted to build it.
yeah, you always do such things, don't you?
Yeah, go now.
Nicht so laut. NVMe 0 and 1P12. Is there anything else we would need? Yeah, the first boot. Why does the first boot stuff run? Oh! T2 things, I tell you. Things, it's at work, working things. T2 Desktop Linux, you guys. If just someone knew how to do good Asahi Linux things with a readable font where people don't hurt their eyes. But what's here's working things. Things. Papa's Linux works on Apple Silicon. What do you say to that? We don't have Wi-Fi yet, do we?
No. Again, you need Wi-Fi. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Again, Wi-Fi you need.
Wi-Fi we need.
Ha ha ha. Too funny. But you need to bump into the wall.
Can you please?
Yeah.
So you all, we make progress. We only need to codify some more things. Where's here? What's even the time? I thought I can do one more coffee, but maybe that is
yes.
17:54.
And this time you can give me some city. If you are going to talk to
And this time I can give you some city. That's your dream. You watch too much video. I told you, if you watch so much nonsense comics, then you unfortunately cannot get so much thing. I told you, so much video is not good for you. If you watch so much...
You have plenty of time. You have plenty of time.
What plenty time?
To do a live stream.
Not really sure why. Maybe I mistyped read write and the last thing and the first boot thing didn't first boot or whatnot. It should not really have made a difference, no, but somehow it did. Which IP was it even? Here. Why is...
Wenn die verbrauchen, das hat passiert, Blut.
Blut, oder bist du hingefallen?
Yeah.
Did you fall? How did blood happen?
I don't know.
What do you do? What you up to? By the way, why did you leave light in the bathroom? Why did you leave? I told you, please. I asked you not to leave lights on where you are. So, can you kid code like you? Not yet. The more you share, like, subscribe, the sooner you probably can. So, T2. What do you mean T2? What do you mean T2? Not. What do you mean command not found? What? Oh, because I moved it. Yes, that makes sense. A little man, he is 6. Facts we need, right? So you all, where is, by the way, the one person, where is the person who always has Asahi, where is he? Our greatest Asahi fan who asks for Asahi things. QT6, no. Oh, Python, yes. TCL, you know what, you want that here, right? That here you want. Probably we still don't have, no we don't. So no, maybe, doesn't hurt, whatever. Yeah, we should tune this so that it's by default amazing. Things here, Apple Silicon things. Why is it? So I have a garbage power supply. I have a MacBook Air power supply on there, which might not deliver that. That's why probably the battery is potentially maybe used a little bit, just because the power supply cannot provide that power. Carefully.
It is quite old.
A little troublemaker.
Huh?
A little troublemaker.
Maybe.
What's up?
Wow. It's just
Upstream. What's
just very old, this whole
section things? Basically whatever I wanted to, like, yeah, this should work, like probably next iteration. Yeah, but what we probably should do, we should, the things we do, of course, do too much. We do too much into little. Carefully with this expensive MacBook, okay? It's getting a bit dangerous. Do you watch the cables and wires, the Ethernet and things, not to fall over? Please. 4
I need
times.
some batteries.
What?
Some batteries
What batteries?
inside, 2 big ones. That one and that one.
No, okay. What 4 times batteries and what do you got?
Das war nur mein Zug.
Yeah, I know. Can you go to the other room with your train?
You know why it is so loud?
No, I don't know why it's so loud. Actually, if we build stuff here, we should actually. Oh, we did build utils, right? So the time should be calibrated, I would hope. Actually, do I have high power? Like, yeah, maybe we don't start. We need to integrate the safety. I packaged but never really tested or integrated the speaker safety D stuff. That's probably not. Do we have high power for? Or does. Actually, we have there some high power audio interface things, but I don't know if it just works. I don't know what speaker safety just starts and other plugin things actually. Yeah, Flatpak YOLO. We will next build it. The thing is, this build is currently a little bit too broken. Actually, did I control C that? LibreOffice, thank you very much. I need to build. Maybe it even builds. I don't know, but it's the problem is Firefox doesn't build. We should fix that. Okay, did fix build? Wait, what? Oh, that needs Git. Yeah, in retrospect, I should have long done it because I should have basically done that 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I mean, not only, yeah, basically for 4 years, we could have been a leading Asahi distribution, but instead I wasted my time fixing vintage stuff that nobody cares about, like Dick Alpha and PowerPC and things, and MIPS and SGI, and everyone told me, stop wasting your lifetime. I did it anyway. Get things fails of couldn't. Oh, we use this Rust thing, didn't, like, why did Rust not build? Ach, dude, there's always one more thing. The one thing we skipped, wonderful, congratulations, why did this? But also, like, basically that's not it wasn't the best investment because each time we live stream for 8-9 hours, this MacBook was idle, so had I native Apple Silicon T2 Linux on it, I could have used it as a additional build server for years already. Which, if you have only 2-3 powerful computers, you should of course done this, but nah, it was a little bit wasteful. I also wonder how this Rust didn't build. In some way, shape or form it didn't build. Was it even the right one here? Didn't even kind of expect to make progress here with that I skipped this. But yeah, at the end of the day, of course, Rust stuff doesn't rust. Sorts this here by size, not reverse. Discover and mini. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, it probably was this Rust. Do we have any other? What do we have here? Git didn't get. Actually, we probably could disable Rust. How is it disable? Can you just run in a macOS VM? Yes, I sometimes did this. I actually have QEMU, but the thing is, the performance is less. Yes, I could that, but then actually also this was slow as shit. Like some of the visualization performance in QEMU the last years regressed significantly. But then again, it's not that important. Like if it's not like super high performance, basically it's already not worth it. Why you change your places? Because I cannot always sit in my digital basement. Because people need to move sometimes to things. So, did I not? Here, right? Like things, like thingy things. Stuffing stuff here live on this Instagram feed. Gee, some of the color, they should wipe the lens sometimes. Do we have also like contrast? More like contrasty things. Junior, what you doing there? It sounds like you do something forbidden. Do I need to watch it?
Ich mache ein Garage für die Flipside.
A garage for the but what do you cut? What out of what? I don't. What do you cut? What do you cut? Out of Lego. But don't cut into the sofa and careful with your fingers. Not that you cut your finger off, okay? I'm not sure if little kids should cut already. Can you do this already? Can you cut this already without cutting your fingers off? He's cutting a toy box, card box, to build a garage. So you all, things, where are all the Asahi Linux bros? Git things, if we just disable Rust stuff here for now. No Rust option. This is not an option. This is like a hard thing, a hard dependency thing. What's here with my build? Actually, I should to do. How do you pay your home bills, like food? Like, do you have specific questions? Are you my mom or significant other that I need to show you my monthly accounting thing? Best is if you share, like, subscribe and donate a little bit, man. Fix, overlay, desktop, detailed things, ARM 64 desk.
Now can show what I've built.
Oh, you can show it?
I've built, this is the boat, and here's a ramp. There's a garage for the military jets.
For the military jet.
They land, and then they park under.
Whoa, it's really like an airplane carrier.
Yeah, it is an airplane carrier.
Skipping incompatible? What is it even trying there?
So small. The wings are
I mean, we probably could just... Do we have cargo? Cargo we have, ironically. Maybe we could bootstrap that locally. First time chatter, welcome. How you doing? The crazy thing is when we did AI things, more people were watching when we just fill with Asahi Linux, like nobody freaking cares. Thing only neutralize Chromebooks with things. Here we did more things. More Asahi things. Only right with some Lego and things. KDE Plasma Wayland AGX Apple Silicon, probably typo things of there. Magic word back to the AI. We need to add AI. Can AI fix Asahi Linux? Can AI install Asahi Linux one-shot install Asahi Linux things? What is even the right? Can here AI fix this? What is it skipping incompatible? Like what is it doing there? Searching for libgcc This didn't happen previously, man. That's sus. That's somehow system sus. Yeah, we should fix that. Obviously. So you all, guess we did do enough things for a day. Don't forget to subscribe to keep our monthly expenses paid today. Right here, through all the means. Especially if you want to see making your own, making our own Linux distro for soon 30 years here, 30 years anniversary, one of the original Linux distros now becoming popular again. The Linux distribution so old, the last to really support everything. Network manager, did we skip that maybe? Did I? Maybe, which is it even? Is it x32? Maybe that's x32, huh? Because what I wanted here is AI fix, the magic AI word of fix. Oops, that's also wrong. Magic AI word fix Firefox. Actually, that's the only reason I test build this x32 build is AI go fix x32 implementation detailed things. Is that the new thing? That's the new thing. Oh, is it the new? Is it the T2 Linux, by the way? Actually, yes, it is. It is the T2 Linux, by the way. You're done cutting everything? Okay, Rust is somehow still rusting. On Apple Silicon thing. What sensors does it even have? Oh, it has sensors. Oh, it has fans. Look, it has fans. It's fancy. Total system power, 47 watts. That's not too heat pipe power. Holy. It can do things. It can go vroom vroom. Who would have thought? Yeah, it's pulling a little bit out of the battery because it's garbage. It's actually it's an Apple garbage 45 watt or whatnot charger. Yeah, total system AC input. Yeah, look at this AC input 42 watt. Yeah, amazing. I guess polish, more polish, the most polish, make all cursed shit work, make installation just work. Elect cause what RTL syslog things of random shit. Thank you very much. 15 cores. Whatever that causes. All I wanted was test build. What's the time? Even though we don't have time yet. Set time. Cleanup takes a master's degree. Like, do Windows 11 ain't cleanupable? Like, only ARM-RF, only installing T2 Linux cleans up Windows. No master or PhD can clean up Windows. The only way to clean up Windows is ARM-RF. As a Linux user, this is impressive. Fedora, happy to hear. Yeah, I do. I'm not a fan of Fedora. I mean, I literally have seen Fedora a little bit. This is Asahi Linux Fedora remake thing a little bit. Like, I'm not a fan. Like don't delay. Like, just use T2 Linux. We need to make T2 Linux so desktop Linux ready impressive that people don't even want to use Fedora anymore. Okay, so for this summer holiday, Apple Silicon, RISC-V boards, ARM boards, make all the image building stuff just blend, build, and things and stuff. Mobile change. Apple register, stream things, IO, what status of power down, M3 things, what? DCP things, P-pipe things of things. So you all, ideally we should have Rust by now. What's here rusting so slow? Rusty things of rusty things. So this should cross build, usually did cross build, but probably 197. I mean, probably just a tiny T2 hacker way of fixing this. What else do we have here? So here theoretically we would want to have AI fix Firefox for x32. I guess tomorrow we can go back to AI fix random shift mode. Actually, I wonder if they have here a USB debug thing and loved it. Like, I'm not trying, like, I'm not the reason I got so much done in my lifetime is because I didn't try any other Linux distributions. Like, why should I try GUIX if I have T2 Linux, man? And why should I waste time on unproductive things? Why should I waste my time? Firefox, yeah. I mean, hey, even OpenJDK. Lego play some more. Some minutes Lego don't play.
In which time I can play City? When you have a coffee stop.
Coffee stop? When is my coffee? My son asks, when is your coffee stop so I can play some City? What a clever cookie. You can play some City after we have been out play with balls, okay? So you all, things, okay, here, build that. What's bloody going on here with that thing? All I wanted was Rust. Why is Rust rusting so long on Apple Silicon? Yeah, Shellac subscribe. We need some major donations. I need a second Apple Silicon, and I don't even want a separate app. It's just we need something to test.
Have you finished already?
No, I didn't finish. Why? What's the time we need to? How many? 10 minutes to go to sport? Waterfox things at Blocker, yes.
When you're building your giant robot.
What?
Your robot.
What?
It's Helena's gift.
The robot.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I think it's not that giant. We can build it soon, but what?
Build it.
You like building, don't you? Hmm.
Yes.
Yes. We can build it soon. We will see. You know, normally in previous times, people build things in winter, okay?
Right.
Because in winter it's raining and snowing and stuff. And people sit inside and build things. And in summer they go out into the sunshine. Is Grok is probably better than nothing. Is not Grok this vaporware, like from this lunatic, from this drug addicted, from this over-promising drug addict, that basically can do nothing except. So, did you reassemble your Lego? Why not?
Can I find the detail?
By the way, this little, was it not Star Wars? By the way, first of all, was it not mine? Is it mine or yours? Was this my Lego or your Lego? Or is it our Lego? Because I asked you to leave this little. Is it not? It's not Skywalker or what is he? I think it's Skywalker. I think I asked you to.
Did you?
Yes. Clippy installed. Here we rusted.
Why it is bigger than the robot? Why it is bigger than the robot?
Which robot? The other, the R2D2?
Yeah.
Because it's a different robot. One is one is a navigation robot or so, and this is a protocol translation.
And why here's one time this robot and then the other robot he wanted to plug in something in, but he has plugged in something else.
I think he wanted to hack. Was it on the Death Star? He wanted to probably hack and control some. Maybe it was even when they were in an urge to. If you do this, then they become loose. Best not. I understand playing and stuff, but if you just sit there, you break it. Then the legs get loose. The plastic is like sandpaper rubbing off, and then the legs will not hold nice anymore. Best only move them, and if you have a reason to move them.
Or do it like he is running.
Yeah, but you do it once and not like all the time, because then if you move plastic constantly, the friction is sandpapering the plastic loose. So you all. Oh wait, we had a question here. Why are you a little bit warmish? You don't get ill again, do you? Why are you so warm? Do you feel good? Do you feel good? You're a little bit warmish. I hope you were not sitting too much under air cons or in the tramway. Was the tramway full?
Yes. Very full.
AI models don't actually, I just read about AI models, don't actually use them. Okay, I guess we're mostly done. I need to go.
Hooray! Building robot!
No, going on. I'm worried a little bit. You're a little bit warmish. You need to be a little bit careful. I tell you to watch.
Do it.
What? Do what?
I'll glue something.
No, please not.
Yes.
No, I glued. You know what? Let me glue it on my notebook. It's nice. I glued it on my notebook. Let's take it to the office. It's a nice Star Wars sticker.
I want to have it.
You want to have it? Okay, do what you. But you often waste things. You just glue it somewhere. Subject in school. He's not yet in school. He's 6 now. Where did you glue it? What's your favorite subject in school? What's your favorite subject in school? What is your favorite subject in school?
Which school?
Yeah, your school. Your online school. What do you like to do the most with your online school? You know? Fact things. So 45 seconds. That didn't build. Yay. Why did this not build? Errors occurred. Facts that usually did build before. Why is it not built before? Why did it not build? Oh, that wants some Python packaging. Can't mix this up, man. Somehow strangely sorted here. Oh wait, this was wrong. This is okay. So opt. Add packaging. Wait, was it in fax? It was in fax, right? Strange things. Strange things these days. Thank you for the compliments. We try, right? We all try. So maybe that's fixing. I don't know. Will it fix? Will it fix or will it not fix? That is the question. Oh, it's fixing now. Yeah, QEMU YOLO. Oh, that's not ideal. Arctic Fox, I thought I had this disabled. Maybe because the config did reboot. It's still not. Oh, it's still not building. Oh, format deprecate. Like also, like, why can I not read this? Color things. Object dump. What? How is this failing? Implicit instance of undeclared template for more details. Oh, holy chipmunks. That's unfortunate. Oh, I did the wrong. That explains the thing. Yeah, we need to do some things with this QEMU. They deleted 32-bit support upstream. That's a little bit annoying. Prison, what was prison? Some developer things. This is not config region. Okay, but we got most of those things here to work. What is that here? Read port. Hooks this call. Was this failing? What's even failing? What was that here? Swapper. Oh, we run out of memory. Maybe this was this out of memory or what? Internal arrows. What? Swapper paging. What? Unable to handle kernel paging for virtual address things. Okay, that's not swap. That's what precisely? Arms. What? They even. Cloud fix Asahi Linux. Nah, 32 gigs is a lot for. I mean, yeah, I maxed it out when I purchased it because I like to. But hey, in retrospect, this was not even the best. Was not even the worst choice given the memory prices, right? Just regenning the config fixes because all I want is Thunderbolt. I'll look now at the Thunderbolt. Mostly wanted. Okay, so we made progress there. Things and here, basically we could probably mostly use it. Basically, don't delay. We did things today. I need to run. Don't delay. Yeah. Shall I subscribe, right? Show some support, spread the word, and hope to see you soon for all the continuation of fun things to come. Thank you.
Can I choose one?
No.
Oh, one
We need to go. They are short anyway.